Guys, this video I want to talk to you about some of the assumptions we have for the circular flow model, um, which might not be that realistic and are not actually on the lecture notes. So take notes if you want. Remember that the circular flow model that we have actually is very basic. It's for the closed economy. If you are going to take macroeconomics, or you will take macroeconomics in the future, you will look into a more completed version of the circular flow when you talk about GDP, gross domestic product. But for now, we're basically going to talk about basic circular flow model for a closed economy. And by closed economy, we mean there is no trade whatsoever. So there is no import, there is no export. We don't have any relationship with basically other countries. Okay, so we just rely on the domestic market. Basically, we really don't have any real life example. Probably the closest one would be North Korea. They don't have any trade, but we really don't have that many countries with a completely closed economy. Also, we do not have any government in this model. It means that our households and our businesses, they do not pay any tax to the government. So it's a nice word, right? You don't pay any tax, no income tax, no sales tax, nothing. We do not have any government. We do not have any financial market, so there is no bank. As a result, people cannot save any money. So our households and our businesses, which are two important components in our model, should spend whatever basically they make. They do not have the option of saving and investing back in the economy. Also, by assumption, our households are the only owners of resources that sometimes we call them factors of production, input, like land, labor, and capital, and also they are the only buyers of goods and services in the economy, in this model that we have. In a more realistic version of it, we have a government can be as one of the buyers of goods and services. We can sell our products to other countries, but that's not the case here. And also another big assumption we're making is that businesses, another important component we have, are the only producers of goods and services. And also they are the only ones who are interested in buying resources from households. So to produce different goods and services, they rely on the resources provided by households. So they are also the only buyers of resources, all those land, labor, capital. Okay, and for the very first time, we're talking about markets. We have two different markets here. We have factor market or resource market, which is a market that all the factors of production or resources are bought and sold. And also we have goods market or product market, that all the goods and services are bought and sold. So in general, market is an arrangement that brings the buyers and sellers together, allows them to exchange information. And in our circular flow model in this chapter, basically these two markets can connect households and businesses, and that's how we have this circulation of goods and services, resources, as well as dollar, money in the economy. So we also have, and the model actually is called circular flow, because we do have two different flows. The first one is called real flow, which it basically shows how goods and services and resources are circulating in the economy. And this actually flow starts from households, because households are the providers of resources. And it basically goes to the resource market, goes to the businesses, from businesses to product market, and again comes back to households. So the real flow is talking about the circulation of goods and services and factors of production, and it just starts from households, and it also ends to the households. And the other flow that we have in this model, and it's kind of moved the opposite of real flow, shows how the dollar or money circulates in the economy. So for households, for instance, when they sell their resources to businesses, in return, they want to get wages, interest, profit, rent. So the money flow, unlike real flow, starts from businesses, because for the money flow, we have businesses as the ones who should make the payment for using their resources and factors of production. That's how we can basically start any economy. You need resources, use the resources, and then produce goods and services, and then you have consumption. Okay, so these are the assumptions that we're making for our circular flow. Again, this is for a basic closed economy. It is not realistic, we know, but we're just keeping it simple, because we're just trying to use these assumptions to understand how a basic economy works, how these resources are circulating, how money is circulating in the economy. As I mentioned, if you're taking macro, you will learn about the role of government, banking, trade, and whatnot in a more completed version of the circular flow model. Thank you.